Who's really winning this war between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni? The powerful smear machine is still going.
The longer he can drag this lawsuit and damage Justin, the longer he can keep his deals alive.
Yeah, and I think as secrets keep coming out and getting revealed, it's only going to expose Blake more than Justin. I feel like all this stuff's come out on Justin.
The feud between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively just took a shocking turn, and the real reason behind it might not be what you think. A new theory suggests this battle isn't just personal, it's financial. Could the delay in key evidence be part of a bigger strategy? Stay tuned, because this twist changes everything. Number 1. Legal crossfire intensifies. The courtroom drama between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively has escalated far beyond what anyone initially expected. What started as a heated public spat has now transformed into a full-fledged legal war, with lawsuits flying from both sides. At the center of it all, a massive $400 million defamation lawsuit filed by Baldoni, claiming that Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, deliberately tarnished his reputation.
Did Blake Lively's lawyer quit after Justin Baldoni fights back with $400 million lawsuit?
But Reynolds isn't taking this lawsuit lying down. In a move that stunned Hollywood insiders, he recently filed a motion to dismiss the case entirely, arguing that his statements fall under free speech protections. In his filing, Reynolds' legal team referred to Baldoni's claims as nothing more than thin-skinned outrage and an attempt to silence criticism. This countersuit not only raises the stakes, but also suggests that Reynolds believes Baldoni's legal action is less about justice and more about personal revenge. Legal experts watching the case say the outcome could have significant consequences, not just for the parties involved, but for Hollywood as a whole. If Baldoni wins, it could set a precedent where actors and filmmakers face massive financial penalties for speaking out against industry figures. But if Reynolds succeeds in getting the case dismissed, it might send a message that high-profile celebrities can't use the courts to control public narratives. And while these legal battles rage on, another shocking theory has surfaced. One that suggests money, not justice, might be the real driving force behind the delay in key evidence. And if this theory is true, it could change everything we thought we knew about this case. Number 2, allegations of smear campaigns. As the legal battle intensifies, Blake Lively has made a startling claim, one that suggests this feud isn't just about public perception, but a carefully orchestrated attack. According to sources close to Lively, she believes Justin Baldoni has been running a behind-the-scenes smear campaign against her, designed to destroy her credibility before the case even reaches court. Reports have surfaced that Baldoni allegedly hired high-profile crisis management experts to control the media narrative. These firms specialize in reputation damage control. But in this case, some insiders suggest they weren't just cleaning up Baldoni's image, they were actively working to discredit Lively. If true, this would mean that every headline, every rumor, and every strategically placed anonymous source could be part of a calculated effort to paint Lively as the villain. But Lively hasn't stayed silent. She has accused Baldoni's team of feeding misinformation to the press, planting stories that question her motives, and even attempting to discredit her past work. Some fans have pointed out that negative coverage about her surged right around the time Baldoni's lawsuit was filed. Coincidence? Or something more sinister? The battle for public opinion is just as fierce as the one happening in court, and the stakes couldn't be higher. But here's where things take an even darker turn, because if recent speculation is correct, this entire situation may have been financially motivated from the start, and the evidence supporting that theory? It's hard to ignore. Number 3, financial motives behind the feud. At first glance, the ongoing legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively seems like a war of words, reputations, and egos. But a closer look reveals something far more compelling: money. And not just a little of it. We're talking about millions of dollars in potential earnings, brand deals, and long-term financial stakes that could explain why this feud refuses to die down. One of the biggest points of speculation: the massive financial success of It Ends With Us, the upcoming film adaptation that originally brought Baldoni and Lively together. Despite all the controversy, the project is set to generate serious revenue, with early box office predictions estimating hundreds of millions in global earnings. But with that kind of money on the line, tensions over financial control might have been inevitable. Insiders suggest that a behind-the-scenes power struggle over production rights, revenue splits, and executive control may have fueled this entire situation. Did Lively attempt to renegotiate her deal, only to be met with resistance from Baldoni? Did Baldoni see a financial opportunity in publicly discrediting Lively before contracts were finalized? While no one has confirmed these theories outright, the timing of the feud, right as the movie's promotional cycle kicks into gear, raises serious questions. There's also speculation that Baldoni's lawsuit itself could be a strategic move. A defamation suit of this scale, with a $400 million price tag, isn't just about clearing a name. It's about financial leverage. If Baldoni were to win, he could potentially claim a major payout, one that would not only silence his critics, but also secure his financial standing for years to come. And even if he doesn't win, dragging Lively and Reynolds into an expensive legal fight forces them to spend time and money defending themselves rather than focusing on their careers. If true, this means the drama unfolding in front of the cameras is just the tip of the iceberg. But what about the damage this feud has caused beyond the courtroom? Because if recent reports are accurate, it's starting to take a serious toll on other Hollywood relationships, and some A-list stars are already picking sides. Number 4, impact on professional relationships. As the battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively escalates, the fallout is starting to spread far beyond just the two of them. Hollywood isn't just watching this feud, it's actively taking sides. And for some of the biggest names in the industry, the stakes are higher than ever. One of the most unexpected twists? The strain this feud has reportedly put on Lively's close friendship with Hugh Jackman. Jackman, who has long been close with Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, now finds himself in an awkward position. Insiders claim that he's been trying to stay neutral, but with Baldoni's lawsuit looming, staying out of the drama might not be an option for much longer. Some sources even suggest that Baldoni's legal team could attempt to subpoena Jackman if the case goes to trial, forcing him to publicly take a side. But Jackman isn't the only one caught in the crossfire. Industry insiders have noted that some production companies and executives are hesitating to work with Baldoni or Lively, fearing the controversy could overshadow any project they're involved in. In an industry where relationships are everything, being seen as too close to one side could have serious career consequences. Meanwhile, Lively's own professional network is feeling the pressure. Some of her former co-stars, including Anna Kendrick, have subtly distanced themselves from the drama. While no one has publicly spoken out against Lively, the noticeable silence from some of her closest allies has raised eyebrows. Could they be avoiding controversy, or do they know something the public doesn't? Regardless of where Hollywood's biggest names stand, one thing is clear: the Baldoni-Lively feud isn't just a personal battle anymore. It's affecting careers, friendships, and the way deals are made behind the scenes. And with the industry watching closely, the media has wasted no time amplifying every twist and turn. But what role is the press really playing in this? And could they be influencing the outcome more than we think? Number 5, public perception and media coverage. The Justin Baldoni versus Blake Lively feud isn't just playing out in the courtroom, it's dominating headlines, social media feeds, and celebrity gossip channels. But as the battle intensifies, one question keeps coming up. Is the media fueling the fire, or is it being manipulated to serve a deeper agenda? From the moment this controversy erupted, the public was quick to take sides. Some fans rushed to defend Lively, pointing to the long history of women in Hollywood being silenced when they speak out. Others backed Baldoni, arguing that his lawsuit proves he has nothing to hide. But beneath the surface, a more calculated media war seems to be unfolding, one where narratives are carefully crafted and public perception is everything. One of the biggest influences in shaping this feud? Social media. Platforms like TikTok and Twitter/X have become battlegrounds for fan theories, speculation, and misinformation. Hashtags related to the feud have racked up millions of views, with self-proclaimed Hollywood sleuths analyzing every legal document, social media post, and offhand celebrity comment for clues. Some creators have even gone as far as spreading wild, unverified rumors, turning this legal battle into full-blown entertainment. But Lively's camp believes this media storm isn't just happening naturally. Some reports suggest that Baldoni's team has been strategically pushing certain narratives to the press, framing Lively as overly dramatic, unprofessional, and even vindictive. Meanwhile, Baldoni's own reputation has taken a hit, with multiple outlets revisiting past controversies that had seemingly been forgotten. At the same time, industry insiders claim that media outlets have their own reasons for fanning the flames. A scandal of this scale is a goldmine for clicks, views, and ad revenue, meaning that every new development, whether fact or fiction, gets amplified. And as this feud continues to dominate entertainment news, one thing is clear: the more attention it gets, the harder it becomes to separate the truth from the noise. But beyond media coverage and Hollywood drama, there's still one critical question that remains unanswered. How will this all play out in court? With major legal proceedings just around the corner, the next chapter of this feud might be the most explosive yet. Number 6. Legal proceedings and future implications. With lawsuits, countersuits, and legal maneuvering at an all-time high, the Baldoni versus Lively feud is heading straight for a courtroom showdown. And while both sides have been playing a relentless game of legal chess, the next few months could determine not just their reputations, but their careers. Justin Baldoni's $400 million defamation lawsuit is the centerpiece of this legal war. His legal team argues that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds deliberately spread damaging claims that hurt his standing in Hollywood, costing him major deals and future projects. But Reynolds isn't backing down. His recently filed motion to dismiss argues that this lawsuit is nothing more than an attempt to weaponize the legal system against free speech. If Reynolds wins, it could be a crushing blow to Baldoni's case and his credibility. But there's more at stake than just the lawsuit. Insiders say that this case could set a legal precedent for how public feuds between celebrities are handled. If Baldoni wins, it could open the door for more Hollywood figures to file massive defamation suits against their critics, using the legal system to silence negative press. On the other hand, if the case is dismissed, it could reinforce the idea that celebrities must accept public scrutiny as part of their careers, no matter how damaging the allegations may be. Another major factor, the potential release of key evidence. Reports suggest that Lively's legal team is pushing for certain internal documents and communications from Baldoni's camp to be made public, files that could drastically shift public opinion. But if these documents contain damaging information, Baldoni's lawyers may fight to keep them sealed. And the longer this drags on, the more people are starting to wonder, is someone trying to stall the case until the public loses interest? No matter how this plays out, one thing is certain: this case is about more than just two celebrities feuding. It's about power, influence, and the ability to control narratives in an industry that thrives on reputation. And with Hollywood watching closely, the final verdict could shake up the entertainment world in ways no one saw coming. But here's the real question: when the dust settles, will we finally get the full truth? Or will this case disappear like so many other celebrity scandals, buried beneath sealed documents, settlement agreements, and carefully worded PR statements? Only time will tell. With lawsuits, media wars, and Hollywood alliances at stake, this feud is far from over. Is this really about justice, or is there a financial motive behind it all? The truth may finally come out, or be buried for good. What do you think? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned for more updates.